Guys, how are you?
Good.
Good.
We're doing really well.
I want to offer congratulations to Dr. Palmer. He was named by Ware as Volunteer of the Year.
Ooh,
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. That's big time.
Yeah, I was very surprised, especially because when I walked in, I was late. And they had already introduced me. And so I walked in and the whole room just like erupted in applause, and it was like, oh, what's going on here? Like,
That's awesome.
It was good.
Why
It
is
was
it
fun.
important for you and your family to give back?
You know, it's always something that I've done, even as a student. We would have like outpatient or outreach center where people from the community who couldn't afford to come into the clinic on the campus could come in, they could get care. And I've done it just all through my career of giving back and volunteering, because I feel like chiropractic is one of those things that's like, it's really good. It's like the best kept secret. You know what I mean? It's like, once you have experienced it, you know, it's like, I want that, you know, I need that. And one of my favorite quotes is that a man with an experience is not at the mercy of a man with an opinion. And so it's like, you know, I want to give people who are, you know, on hard times, you know, just something to look forward to, something to help their day, and to just help, you know, help them any way I can.
I like that. I like that quote too.
I like that.
I like that.
Yeah, in fact.
I've got a quote. You want one?
Oh, yeah, what is it?
Yeah, I don't. Well, hang on. I don't. Your boos mean nothing to me. I've seen what you cheer for. You like that one?
I do.
That's not bad.
I like that.
You like that?
that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Took me a second to figure out what booze you were talking about.
Booze.
But like,
not this booze.
Boo. Boo. We see you on the golf course a lot in the summertime. Your boys play, and every year I ask you, are you able to compete with them?
Man, my younger son, but Javen, my older son, he's trying to make the varsity team at Northwest, and he's really, actually, he was awarded most improved on 2 levels this year from his golf coach, from last year to this year, and from first half of the season to second half of the season. I think he dropped like 7 strokes, and so it's
Really?
like, yeah. So
That's amazing.
like my victories are small with him now, per hole.
We've done some pre-round stretching in the past, and this is something that, like, I mean, we play a lot of golf. I don't see a lot of people doing stretching. They just have the club over their neck and turn it twice, and you're going out stiff every time.
100%. Yeah. It you know, drink some water, get a stretch in, do some wobbles. Whatever you can do to loosen up, like you were saying when we were doing that, like, you know, it probably dropped some strokes for you on the front.
It did.
Oh, look at that! You're getting the proper instruction.
See,
I like
not
it.
everyone can take the chiropractor to the golf course like me.
That's
but
right.
Look at that.
Man, that's really good form.
Thank you.
I think I'm gonna put you on the website because you
Look at that.
What's the orange thing you're sitting on?
That's a little wobble bubble.
Yeah, it's a wobble cushion that we use in the office, and what it does is it pushes back through your spine, so it loads the spine. So it's different than a yoga ball, because you'll sink into the yoga ball, but it pushes back, and then you do those 3 exercises, and it pushes the fluid and the discs around, helps rehydrate those discs, fight spinal degeneration and arthritis in as little as like 5 minutes with doing those exercises. So everybody's worried about disc degeneration and getting arthritic spine, so it's like that's a real easy way to combat it.
We sit too much, don't we?
It's the new smoking.
I like that. Sitting is the new smoking.
Sitting is the new smoking.
What's a first visit like at your office? I've been there. I know it's wonderful. It's warm and welcoming. But what happens at a first visit?
That's a great question. So the first thing that happens is we show our new patients around the office so they feel more comfortable with everything that we do, and then we put them in the exam room, and I and the patient will sit there and talk about what they wrote on their paperwork, what they feel when it bothers them the most, what they do for it, all the things. And then we do an exam, a 5-point exam, where we have them stand on a bilateral weight scale, see how they distribute their weight from side to side. I touch their spine. It's called a palpation exam. I have them do range of motion in the neck and low back to see how well they move. and we do a balance exam, balance test. Shows that if you can't, balance on one foot for 10 seconds, that it's a good indicator of mortality within 10 years. And then we also go down and we have digital x-ray in the office, so we take a set of digital x-rays based on necessity with what the patient needs.
I'm going to do that 10-second test on people.
Yeah.
It sounds like a roadside sobriety test.
Yeah, I like it.
Aside from the fields of gaze with the flashlight,
Oh,
yeah.
That's interesting.
You've got some new gear in your
Yeah,
office?
so we're doing some new things in the office. One of the newer things that we have 2 new services. We have a Class 4 laser. Now, Class 4 laser is a hot laser, but ours is the only one in the world that doesn't heat up. And it's robotic. So the cool part about that is like it's for pain, inflammation, wound healing. And so like say a person comes in and they have a low back pain or knee pain or wherever, and we can put that on there. It's a robot, so it spreads the treatment very evenly over the treatment area, doesn't heat the person up, and it helps with the pain. And we also have a hand wand that we can use with that as well to help really focus in and get into the treatment area. It's been used for herniated discs. It's been used for diabetic wound healing. On our website now, there's a slideshow where you can see patients that have had podiatric or wound care healing for 9 to 15 months, and then within 2 to 3 weeks of being on this laser, their wounds heal up. It helps with like when people get knee replacements, like scars. It helps with the healing of the scar, and so it's not all red looking.
Nice.
It looks more like skin. Yeah, it's really cool. The other thing that we've got in the office is called the Euromax chair. The Euromax chair helps with bowel and bladder incontinence. And it's really cool because it's for both men and women, and the patient stays fully clothed while they do it. And it's a 30-minute session, and it helps with like when women cough and pee or jump on trampolines.
Sure.
It helps with erectile dysfunction. It helps with probably more things than I want to say on TV right here. But if you have any issues with bowel or bladder incontinence, give us a call, or you can also look on our website. There's it's been added there as well under the Euromax section.
Cool.
So it's super cool. We're doing lunch and learns now, to where we are buying lunch, and we'll come into your business or to your group, and we'll buy them lunch, and we'll talk about what we do. We have 6 different talks or 7 different talks we can do, from like stress or ergonomics, chiropractic, and so on. And we'll talk for 15, 20 minutes or however long you let us, and buy you lunch.
That's
and,
cool.
So a lot of cool things that we're doing to get people healthy for 2025.
Chiropractic care is it's in the NFL, it's in the NBA, it's at every college college
PGA.
team,
Yeah.
everywhere.
Actually,
everywhere.
golfers have the highest percentage of maintenance. You would think it would be more of a contact sport like football or basketball, but no, golfers.
Many chiropractors on site at PGA events.
Well,
But
the pro golfers, they keep firing their caddies. They just need to get a chiropractor on the bag.
I think
Yeah.
that's not a bad idea.
I concur.
A caddy, that's a chiropractor.
Colin Morikawa, he's had 4 caddies this year.
Well, that's a Colin Morikawa problem, I think.
I would say he needs maybe a chiropractor on the bag.
I don't know if I'd want to be his chiropractor.
Getting fired every 2 months.
I want to thank you so much.
Hey,
for,
thank you guys for having me on.
Of course, it's always a pleasure. And you are invited to see Palmer Family Chiropractic. Check them out. Visit them on Lawrence Ave, or you can contact them anytime. Dr. James Palmer from Palmer Family Chiropractic.
Thank you. Want to send a quick shout out to Lois and Nancy. I know you're watching, and any other Palmer Family Chiropractic patients. Hello.
More of the show right after this. Stay with us.